Okay, turning back to our education spotlight, we're very happy to have Representative Doug Welton with us, a practicing teacher and representative, has been involved in some significant education legislation on the Hill, from libraries to local innovation to grading, and here today to spotlight what he does in his day job, I believe, with his students. So thank you very much for joining us. We'll turn the time to you.
Thank you. It's good to be with you. Let me actually close this door real quick. You got it? Okay. Thanks you for recognizing this. This is a resolution that I ran twice, and I was trying to get the time so we could have some sort of a celebration with our speech and debate coaches with, I don't know, the governor or somebody. And so we held on to this one. It's died on the last day, the last 2 years. But this is an area that I'm clearly passionate about. As you know, I'm a debate coach. This weekend is the state debate tournament for most of our classifications. And so we're preparing for debating this Friday and Saturday. So March 3rd is the National Speech and Debate Educator Recognition Day. And as you can see from the graphic there, let me see if I can make it bigger. Debate has a lot of tremendous impacts on student learning and student achievement. You can see that there's increased GPA scores, there's math scores go up, reading, the college entrance. There was a study a few years ago that showed that debate state level were 30% more likely to be accepted to an Ivy League school and 60% more likely if they wanted a national level. More importantly to me, I think speech and debate is one of these critical areas that we seem to be missing from the public square, is our ability to engage in meaningful discussions in a meaningful manner. And I think that's all too important. And we have some difficult issues that we have to face, as you're well aware and you deal with on a regular basis. And there's differing ideas on how to get there. But the skills that our kids learn in speech and debate prepare them for college. They know how to research, they know how to analyze, they know how to think critically, they know how to engage in ideas. And our coaches do a tremendous amount of work preparing their kids and getting them to think broadly and deeply. And you know, one of the benefits to speech and debate as well is you have to argue both sides of the topic. And so it forces you to understand your own position better, as well as the opposing viewpoints, so you can engage in those discussions better. So I guess one other thing, I ran a communication bill that you're familiar as well too, and just kind of pick off some highlights. LinkedIn cited oral communication as the #1 skill needed that jobs are looking for. Warren Buffett said the difference between making $100,000 a year and $150,000 a year is your ability to communicate. Inc. magazine talks about writing and public speaking as their #1 and 2 skills. And so I'm just really proud of our educators, our students. They do a tremendous job. I appreciate the board for supporting us in this endeavor as we go. And thanks for having me.
Thank you very much, Representative Welton. Any questions from board members while we've got Representative Welton? Are you up for question? Member Hart?
Sure.
Vice Chair Hart.
Sure.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
We'll be quick. Vice Chair Hart.
It's not a question, it's a thank you. I'm very open that debate and competitive swimming were the 2 things that saved me in high school and shaped the person I am today. I can't agree more with the things you say, and the things you do in the classroom with your students are amazing and will benefit them for their entire lifetime. The things that debate teaches you, the discipline, the communication, the ability to see multiple sides of an issue are exactly what you said, missing in public discourse. And we can't let this die a 3rd time. So count on my support next year and shouting it from the rooftops using all those persuasive skills that I learned in debate so many years ago. You know, an interesting thing, I could not compete in collegiate debate because I had to pay for college. And so I think another frontier is making sure that our students have opportunities to continue the debate experiences in college regardless of their background as well. So let's work on that too.
You bet. Thank you.
Thank you, Member Hart. Thank you very much, Representative Welton, for joining us. Appreciate
Thank you.
your time.
Appreciate your time.
All right, next item. Oh, yes, sorry, Kelsey.
I'm sorry, I just would like to wrap this up real quick and thank you again to Representative Welton for joining us. And not only is he busy doing all his work as a legislator, he's also busy doing all of his work as a teacher and a debate coach, which I can tell you takes a crazy amount of time. So thank you so much to him. And I'm going to take a point of personal privilege here and ask for some audience participation, going off of Vice Chair Hart's. If anyone in this room was involved in speech or debate at all, high school, college, however, I would just love to see a little raise hands here. Oh, look at all of those hands. I love that. As a former speech and debate kid myself, I can tell you these students are putting in just as much work as any top-level athletic team out there. It is a sport. I know we don't get as sweaty, we don't do as much cardio, but there were a lot of running in heels. There was a lot of running in heels from round to round carrying giant tubs of evidence. They're spending hours writing dozens of pages, collecting hundreds of pages of evidence and research to support their arguments, and spending every single weekend during debate season traveling for tournaments. My family would joke that during the month of February, when we had our national qualifier tournament, I was horrible to be around because there was no sleep, there was only debate. So I just want to recognize all the great work that these students are doing, that coaches like Representative Welton are doing to prepare our students to compete at the highest level.
Thank you, Kelsey, and thank you, Representative Welton. Greatly appreciate your time.
Thank you.
All right, let's, go ahead, Christina. Christina's getting us Thank you. Yeah, I'll echo that. I mean, debate used to be seen as contentious. The thoughtfulness of seeing the other side is surprisingly now one of the things that we need most is those skills that you get in debate of understanding and also seeking to persuade. So thank you.